How you doing, YouTube? This is OG Taylor, and today we're gonna kind of remake the same model we did on Friday Night Live on Instagram. That was my first time approaching that, the model we choose from Pinterest. But I thought I'd make more efficient tutorial how to do it. It's pretty easy, not gonna lie, especially the way I approach it. Because, and just to explain this briefly before we start, so you know what we're doing, you're just not following this blindly. In making any card model looking thing, the way I approach it is to make a plane. So just see this as a plane, this face right here, right? This as a plane. So I'm gonna carve all the circle, this holes, this arc, this one with knife project, right? Starting from circle, then we're gonna extrude it so it's all easy from there, right? So I would like to start with this part here, the circle in the corner. I think it's the key structure to all this. So I would love to start with a 12 vertices circle. I think that's gonna do. Alright. So we have a face inside, or a hole, sort of speak. So we're gonna insert it, right? And I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me just make it bigger for you so you can see it. The length of this circle is approximately the same as this one. They are in fact on the same level, so we're just gonna copy this one into here, and you will see in a sec what we're gonna do with it. All right, so just copy this, put it approximately around here. All right, so we're just gonna take a few of these out. Yeah, this is way better. Yeah. Alright, so next I would go over this one, and again, if you can see, I think there's like a small circle, which is a hole, then another circle, then the circle in here is kind of extruded from the same circle, right? Because it just followed, this arc followed this whole curvature, is just bigger. So, copy this and go up. I'm just gonna drag the cursor in here so I can control it better, and let this be the first circle. So this here should represent this one here. Now we're gonna make this arc. We're gonna move the 3D cursor to selected, which is this one, copy it, then start scaling, right? And I believe this is fine. This is fine. I would love to align this vertex with this one to make topology easier. We're gonna complete our model because this one also has a hole in it, right? To carve the rest of the shape, we're just gonna extrude these. By the way, the clipping thing is just clicking G and B to activate the clipping. Select the first vertex you want to clip to, then hover over the second one, and if you just want to clip the axis data, just click, like, for example, Y, so they're just gonna align them. That's pretty much the process, right? We also need this one, this arc right here, and it's from a bigger circle, and I would love to make another circle, not use these, because to be more subdivided. All right, so let's just go with 42. Yeah. So just by reading the drawing, I think the same length is the same here. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around here is perfect. Not to forget, there is a small platform here. I would love to subdivide this circle more because we're definitely gonna need more vertices in here. Here's a tip: you don't need to subdivide it and go like double the count just by selecting and go subdivide, right? Let's just select this much and subdivide, right? Select everything and go circle, and guess what? I might add one though, and don't worry if it's not aligned with the other one, because just select this one, go Shift S, cursor selected, then select this one, then go Shift S, selected to cursor, keep offset. Alright, so we got the arc, we got this one, we got this one. Let's just make sure that we are on, like, forming this small platform here. My worst nightmares is just by finishing these tutorials. The size is gonna be like 1 hour and a half for this small model. Oh my god. It's gonna be hell of cutting. There's gonna be a lot of cuttings, man. I'm gonna edit the shit out of this tutorial so I make it as much shorter as possible. Now, after I yapped a lot and share so much unnecessary information, I'm just gonna take these shapes that we're gonna carve, right? This circle in here that's gonna form this arc, the big circle that's gonna form this one, and this one also, and separate them. Before that, we're gonna delete only faces because this is the only way that you're gonna that the knife project will work this way. Alright, so P separate by selection, hide it because we don't need it anymore. So I would say that we don't need these to be curved, this one, because they're not gonna show, so I'm gonna G stretch them a bit, just like this, so we have more options. We need now to add a vertex in here to just hold the structure a bit, then add another one in here, then take it down up to this point, I guess. Yeah, this is cool. Then just bevel the vertex using Control Shift B. And for the vertex count, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. So let's just do this. God damn. And bridge. Awesome. And now we're gonna fill this base plane, so to speak. Right? Bring back. I just clicked Alt H, by the way, to bring back the model we had, and this one. And now we're gonna go back to the outliner because we need to select it from here using Control. Go here to our main model. On edit mode, select everything, then using Control, select the mesh we just bring. You know what? I don't think we need this one because we just carved this with a bevel and it turned out to be perfect. Yeah, we so don't need that because we just carved it using the bevel accidentally. So yeah. So now back to our position. Select everything. Shift and Control select the other mesh, and we're gonna click mesh knife project, and it's gonna be projected. We're gonna go back to the editor to see our image. We can simply select these and delete them. We don't need them anymore. Alright? And now what we're gonna do is link these two. Now we're gonna link. So I think I'm just gonna speed this up so you can see me linking all the vertices together and hopefully forming all quads without taking 5 business days to do so. Alright? Now we just finished linking our topology. It's time to start extruding. First, before, I'm just gonna do a base model for this one, and just in case, just in case we fuck things up, I'm not ready to go back. So this one is really not that wide, so just a bit like this, I guess. Alright, and after that we need to extrude this edge. But before that, I hope you can see this alley in the middle, and it's a flat face. It's really not bridging these with the other face, so it's actually a flat surface in here in the alley. And to do that, we do not need to align an edge. We just need to align 2 vertices that we can join. Right? Because it's a whole different face, it does not need to have the identical topology as this one. And we're gonna now fill this face, right? And just join these 2 vertices. And after that, we're just gonna delete this face. We don't need it. Son of a gun. Why would... Alright, let's just delete only face. I hope that worked. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, after that, we're gonna select this edge. and this what we're gonna extrude about half of whatever we're gonna make it, because again we're gonna symmetrize, right? Awesome. Before we symmetrize, I would love to mark the bevel weight right now so we don't do it twice. I'm gonna click N, go to the bevel weight and put the value in 1. Now before we symmetrize, cannot leave this this exposed. We need to grid it. Alright, so I think it's gonna be pretty easy, so I'm just gonna speed this up, right? Okay, so just to pause this for a bit to show you, there is 2 vertices left. We could just link them to this part, but for the sake of keeping the topology small and everything minimized, we're just gonna get rid of these two edges right here that's coming from the other face, and we're gonna do this like the old fat. I don't wanna, hold on, I don't wanna do it here. I just want to do it here so it does not affect the bevel by any chance. And we're just gonna link these two and get rid of these two, right? And now it's redirected, right? It's not the best solution to be honest, but it's better than nothing. Let's symmetrize, and we're gonna go to this viewport to see it better. Our mesh is on the X, at the plus X, right? So we're gonna click F3 to symmetrize, and now it's on the right direction. It's by default it comes like from minus X to the plus X, so I believe we need to bridge these holes. And now let's test our bevel. Awesome. This is what you want to see, bevel all over the place, like a big fake bevel, because this indicates that it didn't found any 2 vertices close to each other or any vertices close to an edge on the surface, which is a good thing, right? We're just gonna keep it about EA big, right? And this is where the arc bevel come to play, because if we add the subdivision, it's gonna make it pretty messy. You can see in here, you can see in here too, so here and here. To fix this, we're gonna put the bevel on arc, but we're not gonna stop here, because as this might be acceptable for some people, I don't think it is acceptable, right? Because to fix this, the subdivision just gonna create poles, and I'm just gonna show it right here. Yeah, you know, it's just gonna create, yeah, this weird shape, right, that looks like a triangle, but it's not really a triangle. So we're gonna go destructive now, so let's just copy this one in case things went wrong, right? So I believe we have in these 4 places the bevel, so let's just apply this one. We don't need the bevel weight anymore, right? But we need to link these together. I recommend that you make the square as small as possible. So we're just gonna bevel these with yeah, 3 would do good. As much as a square as possible, because it's gonna eliminate the shading fuckery to a minimum. And to test this well, I recommend go to the Metcap, this reflection thingy, what it's called, Studio Light. Yeah, this is perfect and smooth, and just see. Let's go back to the other to show you. If we keep it on sharp, this is what's gonna look like, and the shape is smooth, and look what we're gonna end up with. But now that we did it on arc, we fixed our stuff, it's smoother than ever. And before we go, to test if your mesh is really cool and really can handle animation and surface deforming, just use simple deform, right? Because that's why we were putting quads all over the place, avoiding triangles and angles, you know. And now we just finished our first tutorial on hard surface. If you like more stuff like these, make sure you subscribe and like the video. So until then, peace be upon you, and see you on the next tutorial.